Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and commenting. You guys are awesome. I love you very much. And happy Tuesday. So, do you like this plant that's she's just right there hanging out with me today. Anyways, it's beautiful out. It's nice and uh, sunny and cloudy and beautiful, beautiful, cool breeze coming in. It feels so good. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do a reading, right? So the first tarot card out, we have the moon. Don't you just love the moon? The moon wants you to listen to your intuition, and it's asking you, what hidden truths or fears are you avoiding, right? The moon wants to like look into your subconscious and ask you, what are you hiding? What truth are you hiding that needs to be pulled out of you, right? Yeah. You know, we always think, oh, I'm not going to say this because if I say my truth, it's going to change everything, right? Well, that's the gift. That's the gift from this moon card, right? The gift is telling the truth. The gift is facing your fear, right? Whatever that is for you. I mean, it could be a plethora of things, right? It could just be a mountain of things. Whatever that is for you, right? Listen to your intuition. Ask yourself or ask God, right? Which is your intuition? What should I do? Like I asked my angels yesterday for guidance and I got my answer. And I went with it. And now everything is, pretty much working out really well in my life. So, yay, right? And how did I do that? I just went within and I was silent and I just listened to, because your angels will never tell you what to do, but they will guide you to an answer, right? And then you just sit quietly and you think, okay, I'm not going to do anything until something else comes up. And, you know, you might find if you're driving, you're going to see like a billboard that has your answer, right? Or you're going to see a sign on a building that has your answer, or a name of a street that has your answer. Like it might say forward street, right? To move forward, right? Um, or have you ever passed through that town? I think it's in either Mexico or New Mexico. Truth or consequences. That is so neat, right? For the name of a town. Truth or consequences. I think it's New Mexico. Anyways, that's pretty neat. Yeah, all roads lead to the truth, right? When you open up and speak your truth, whatever that is for you, right? I mean, I'm getting the sense that someone has been hiding something for a very long time. I mean, like for years and years, they've been hiding something, and I'm thinking, I have this feeling that it's a male. It's a man who's been hiding something for a very long time, and he's so scared to tell the truth. But once you do that, oh my gosh, it's like you're like, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do this years and years and years ago? Because when you do that, I mean, instantly it leaves you. It's like when you don't speak your truth, it's like you are holding in all of this tension, right? All of this tension within your body. And what is that doing to you? It's making you look older, right? It's making your cells die off sooner than they should be, right? It's making your whole body inside older, and it's showing on the outside, right? Because everything in our bodies manifest first inside and then they show up outside. Isn't that correct? So, what the moon card is asking, what hidden truths or fears are you avoiding? I think people think that, oh, if I speak my hidden truth, um, that's going to be scary for me. Yeah, it might be. But what's your life like now, right? I mean, you have to weigh the pros and cons. And if you're going to be happier if you speak your truth, then by all means, speak it, right? Speak it. Because you only have this one life as you are right now, who you are right now, right? You might as well speak your truth and live your life how you want to live it, right? I've always been an advocate for that. You have your life, right? So go and live it however you want to live it. So, and listen to your intuition always. Always listen to the guidance from source energy, from God speaking to you through your intuition, okay? You know, I think people, I want to say human beings, we think that we're born on this earth plane, right? And there is, I mean, we pray to God, if you're not an atheist, right? We pray to God that we can't see, we can't, you know, how do we know if he's around us, if source energy is around us or whatnot, right? And so it's a mystery. It definitely is, right? Source energy is a mystery to a lot of people, right? And I wanted to say that, what was it? Stop living in an illusion, okay? Like, I've heard people say that, like, really, I want to say, if I can say the word properly, um, I can't. Okay, so let's move on. I want to say that people say that the world is an illusion, which, yeah, it kind of is, right? Because there's so many illusions out there. There really are. And yes, there are a lot of illusions out there, and you have to, I'm not saying you have to, but maybe you should listen to your intuition more, because that is source energy, God speaking to you, and source energy will not let you live in an illusion, right? Illusions can be good, they can be bad, right? But if you're constantly living in an illusion, you're kind of like, uh, hidden. Isn't that so true? Thank you, angels. You're kind of hidden. You've hidden your truths, and you've hidden your fears, right? What hidden truths or fears are you avoiding? And you're avoiding them because you're in this illusion that you call your life, right? And if it's not serving you, like if you're not, I want to say if it's not serving you well, right? If you're not, I want to say 110% on your game every single day, it's not serving you well, right? So you have 7 days in the week. How many days do you feel 110%? With your energy is up, your vibration is up, right? You're listening to your intuition. You're getting, 8 hours of sleep, really good REM, really well sleep, right? So you wake up and you're just got full of energy, right? You're jumping out of bed. If you're not living like that, you're in some kind of illusion that either you put on yourself, right, or other people put on you because maybe they want to keep you stuck and stagnant, right? Yeah, that's mostly what it is. People want to keep you stuck and stagnant. They want to keep you under the moon energy of illusion, right? So speak your truth, face your fears. I mean, my gosh, I have done that my whole life, okay? And I'm still here, right? And if I can do it, you certainly can do it, okay? So speak your truth to whoever you need to speak your truth to and face your fears. And you know what? Once you do it one time, oh my gosh, you're going to be unstoppable, because I was also. You are going to be unstoppable. You are going to go to each person and you're just going to tell them respectfully, right? I'm not saying that you're going to be in a shouting match or anything like that, but you're just going to tell someone, listen, I don't appreciate I don't appreciate it how you talk to me. I don't appreciate when you do this, right? And you're going to feel so much better. And then you're going to sit back, just like I did, and you're going to sit back and you're going to see who is your real friend, right? Because those people who were putting illusions on you were never your friends. Never ever. And that's one way that you can figure that out, right? So I hope that you do get out of the moon phase in your life, right? Listen to your intuition always, always, always. Whether you're at work, I mean, your intuition will keep you safe, you know, and work or home, just traveling, listen, always listen to your intuition, okay? It's that little itty bitty feeling that you're going to feel in your gut, in your stomach, and just listen to it, okay? So that was a beautiful card coming out. I absolutely love that. And, let's see. The moon card is an 18, and 9 is all about release. So, releasing the truth that you've been stuffing down yourself, right? Release it. And, honestly, if you were to release your truths, what hidden truths or fears are you avoiding? And if you met them head on, right? Talk to yourself first. What truths am I avoiding? I'm going to meet this head on. I'm going to talk about it to myself and then to anybody else that has bothered me, right? Seriously. And you're just going to be so true to yourself, right? That's the first step in self love. It really is, being true to yourself, right? Because we're all born individuals, right? Yeah. And we're always individuals, whether we're dating someone or married. We're all individuals first. That's how we were born first, right? Anyways, so I hope that you can release that and help yourself. So the second tarot card I pulled was the Page of Swords. Be bold and courageous. Be eager to explore the world around you and learn new things, right? Oh my gosh. I mean, when I pulled this moon card, I had no freaking idea what I was going to talk about, right? But I listened to my intuition, I listened to my angels, and that message that I gave you for 10 minutes was from source energy, was from God, okay? And so the next card is the Page of Swords. And it's all about being bold and courageous, right? Yes. When you stick up for yourself, you are bold and courageous, correct? What new ideas or perspectives am I currently exploring? What are you currently exploring, right? Maybe you are going to go back to the moon and think, I am currently exploring what illusions people have put on me, right? And what truth I can start speaking for myself. Isn't that correct? Yeah. And you're going to do it with confidence. You're going to explore what you want to, excuse me, what you want to talk about within yourself first, right? And you're going to rehearse what you're going to say to someone. And you're going to feel so much better, right? You really are. Because I think a lot, and I know this is a fact, okay, because this has happened in my life thousands of times, okay? So, and I want to say since I was a kid, since I was like a baby, okay? So, what you're going to communicate to other people is you don't appreciate how they've been treating you and you don't appreciate how they talk to you. Because when people put illusions on other people, they want to control you. Okay? They want you to be stuck in your head, right? Stuck in your mind, trying to find your way out of a room that is, maybe like the size of a closet with no door and no windows. And that's how they want you, stuck in your head in an illusion, trying to get out, trying to figure out a way out, right? Yeah, that's like what illusions are, right? The other person wants you stuck and stagnant, and they don't want you to survive. So once you confront someone who has done that to you, and the Page of Swords is a beginner, right? We all have to start somewhere. We all start at the going up a ladder, where do you start? You don't start at the top of the ladder, you start at the bottom, right? Page of Swords. So you're going to do that, and you're going to do that with curiosity, and you're going to explore what has been stuffed down inside of yourself for years and probably decades, right? And you're going to do that with confidence for yourself. Isn't that correct? Man, I love those two cards. This is such a beautiful reading for you. And I know that you can achieve for yourself whatever it is that you want to achieve, right? The person who puts illusions on you never, I want to say, in a billion years, expects you to stick up for yourself and to speak up for yourself, okay? They do not expect it, and they do not think that you have the intelligence to speak up for yourself, or the drive, or the want to, or the need to, right? You are going to shock a lot of people. You are going to just absolutely bamboozle them. Let me tell you, you're going to bamboozle a lot of people, and they're going to sit back and think, oh my God, how did he figure that out? How did she figure that out? Right? It all starts with listening to your intuition. It really does. Okay, so I have two cards that came out. Let's see what they are. Oh, I love this. Thank you, angels. These cards are perfect for this reading. The first card we have out is empowerment. I mean, come on, right? Empowerment. You hold the power to shape your reality. Take charge of your actions and decisions. Boom, right? Take charge of your actions, right? And decisions. Take charge of your actions and decisions. Own your choices today. Take full responsibility for the direction of your path. Full responsibility, people. It's your life, not someone else who's putting illusions on you, right? Your life. Yours, not anybody else's. Yours. So empower yourself, right? That's a gorgeous card. The next card out, we have Radiance. I love that. Radiance, your energy is magnetic. Shine your light fearlessly and attract your desires. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. When you speak your truth, you do shine your light, don't you? Yes, you do. You shine your light. And you're doing it fearlessly, because what do you have to be afraid of? Absolutely nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. Have you ever seen I want to say all of the planets? Earth is the tiniest planet, and we're suspended in space, people. You know what I mean? When you think about it that way, what do you have to be afraid of? Absolutely nothing, okay? Step into your power. Speak, create, and move with confidence in your radiance. Yes, 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 yes. This is what your ancestors are wanting you to do. Our ancestors are like our great, 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 great grandparents and aunts and uncles and cousins from, like, I want to say 10 generations, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, like all of those generations, even my grandparents, and then my great grandparents, and then my great great grandparents. Do you know what I mean? And on and on and on and on. Sometimes they couldn't do that, right? A lot of times they, died at age 40, right? And now look at us. We're living well into the hundreds, right? I want you to move with confidence in your radiance. Yes, so your ancestors really, really, really want you to do this for yourself. And they're just cheering you on, I want to say. They're saying, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Do this for yourself. Start speaking up for yourself. and start living your life the way that you want to live it. Do things that make you happy, right? Being happy is the number one thing in this life. Number one is being happy. And when you're happy, I mean seriously happy. I don't mean like over the top happy, but yeah, you can be, of course. But when you are happy, I want to say on it every day, right? Your life is golden. It really is. You are just golden, right? Because when you're happy and when you're speaking up for yourself, you don't accept illusions from other people. You really don't. You can recognize the bullshit like the second that illusion comes out of their mouth, right? You just don't put up with it. So let's see what Archangel is going to come and grace this reading. And it is faith. Moving mountains. Trust in your ability to create miracles. The impossible is becoming possible. Ta-da! Doesn't this go beautifully for this reading that we're talking about? Yes, it does. Moving mountains. You are moving mountains in your life, right? Moving mountains in your life. Your life. Not anybody else's. Yours. You're going to start speaking up for yourself, right? And you might be afraid to do it at first. It doesn't matter, but you're going to do it. And then when you do that, like I said earlier, all of that negative, forced energy that you've been stuffing down inside yourself for days, weeks, months, years, and decades is going to all come out. And you're going to feel like 100 pounds lighter. I mean, seriously, that's how I felt. You're going to feel so much lighter, right? And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I want to do that again. And then you're going to go to the next person and you're going to speak your truth, right? Yes. And then you're going to start living your life. And you're just going to start doing what makes you happy. Whether it's eating certain foods that maybe, your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend or your parents didn't let you eat, you're going to eat it, right? Because you enjoy it and it makes you happy. And if it makes you happy just looking at it, can you imagine what it's doing to make you happy inside your body, right? When you start adding color, you start eating the rainbow, right? You pick out fruits and vegetables that are colorful. And can you imagine what that does to your body on the inside? And then that vibrates on the outside, right? That's pure positive energy that is so good for you. And you start feeling better and you start breathing better, right? And you wake up with all this energy and you're thinking, oh my God, I cannot believe I let someone put this illusion on me that I kept believing over and over and over again. And I was stuck and stagnant and I was wondering why my life isn't going anywhere, right? Wasn't going anywhere fast, right? And now, look at me. I so wish I had done this 20 years ago, right? 30 years ago. I wish I had done it last week, right? Now you can. I'm giving you permission to do it. I gave myself permission to do it, and I did it. I'm giving you permission to do it, so you can do it also, okay? So you're moving mountains within your life for yourself, right? Trust in your ability to create miracles. You are a miracle. You are a miracle. Yes, you are. Divine Source Energy knows that you're a miracle because He created you. God created you, right? You are His miracle. Whether you're a man or a woman, you are His miracle. Don't ever forget that, okay? You're making the impossible become possible. So from this day on, nothing is impossible for you. Absolutely nothing. Especially when you start speaking up for yourself. There is nothing impossible for you, okay? And that is the mountain that you are moving for yourself, right? You should be so proud of yourself. You really should. You are moving that mountain that maybe you thought that you could never get out of. But guess what? Yeah, you're getting out of it. So let's see what other cards we can have. Okay, we'll pick that one. And one more. Okay, the first card is laziness with a lock. Your dreams are so much bigger than your efforts to achieve them. If you want to accomplish great things, you'll have to try harder. This is just a little reminder. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy in your pursuit of setting yourself free. I want you to go and move that mountain for yourself. You can take baby steps and do it, but I want you to do it. Yeah, I want you to start it. Even rehearsing what you want to say to someone, to yourself in a mirror, go ahead and do it. You will be scared. I was scared too. And you might cry. That's fine. Sometimes I cry when I'm really, really pissed off. Um, and just extremely mad. So, you know, um, if you cry, that's fine. Crying is a sign of strength. It's never, ever, ever been weakness. And if someone tells you you shouldn't cry because you're weak, tell them to go fuck themselves because that's so untrue. Crying is a sign of strength. It's a sign of holding in all of your emotions for so long, right? And sometimes we just can't hold them in anymore, right? And you shouldn't anyways. I want you to start feeling your emotions every single day. If you feel like crying, then cry and let it out. It's a release, right? It's releasing. It's a release, which we all need to do like every day. I might read something and be like, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. And I tear up about it and I let myself do that, right? Or watch a TV show and, whatever the plot is, someone dies that I was invested in their character, right? And they died and I start crying and just let it go. It's an emotion that needs to be released, right? So you are the creator in your life. You are the creator in your life, right? Your creativity is your superpower on your path to prosperity. And what is that prosperity that we are talking about today? We're talking about moving the mountain, right? We're talking about uncovering the illusions in your life under the moon phase, right? We're talking about being new at something, being new at speaking up for ourselves, right? Being new at loving ourselves unconditionally. So you are the creator in your life. And I know that your life is going to be fabulous. I can feel that for you. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I believe that once you get the hang of it, you're not going to let anybody bother you again, right? People who put illusions on you that are negative, they're just bullies, right? Oh, wow. Thank you, angels, so much. Thank you, ancestors. I mean, come on, people. This is such a guided reading. It's phenomenal. I discover who I am, right? I discover the riches within me and acknowledge my true self. I see myself as an unlimited being and marvel at the beauty of my life. I recognize the wealth of possibilities available to me as I am a being of light. I, I'm discovering, oh, I'm sorry. In discovering who I am, I recognize the divine within me. Yes. Divine source energy is in every one of us, right? Every single one of us. So you are discovering who you are, right? Through this reading, I hope. You're discovering who you are and who you've put on the back burner for so long. Please don't ever do that. Please stop doing that. Stop putting yourself on the back burner because you are important in this world. And if you weren't in this world, it wouldn't be the same, right? You were put here for a reason. You really were. Each and every one of us were put here for a reason. And it's your, I want to say, it's your own Easter egg hunt on to figure out what that reason is, right? What is that reason for you? What is that? My Easter egg hunt, just to give you an example, was to go through decades and decades and decades of trauma and abuse at the hands of my family, right? People stealing from me, people putting me in illusions so that I could take, I'm on my 12th year of healing, so that I could heal from that and share with you the wisdom that I learned in my healing. That was my Easter egg hunt, okay? You know, people look at me and say, and they think, oh, you don't look like anything you've been through. Well, why would I? I've healed it, right? I forgave people who didn't deserve my forgiveness, but I did it so I could set myself free, right? Forgiveness is not for the other person, not at all. Forgiveness is for yourself, right? And I'm not bitter and I don't hold any resentment because I don't want that negativity to be in my body, right? Why would I want that? I've never, ever, ever seen myself as a victim because I'm not. I'm a survivor, right? Always has been. I always have been a survivor. Even when I was a child playing in my room, my mother locked the door so I couldn't get out. And she would lock me in my room for hours and hours and hours. Wasn't allowed to go to the bathroom and I wasn't allowed to eat or drink anything. So I'm here speaking to you now. Yes, I am a survivor. Okay? That was my Easter egg hunt. So what is your Easter egg hunt? I'd like to know. What is that? You are going to discover who you are, right? Yes, you are. You're going to discover who you are. So let's get an affirmation for the last card of this reading. Okay? We'll get an affirmation. Okay, angels, what card do you have for us? I am healthy. I am happy. I am abundant. I love myself in my life. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I want you to say that to yourself also. I am healthy. I am happy. I am abundant and I love myself in my life. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, please. I want this one. Right? Yeah. Well, everyone, that was an absolutely awesome reading. I absolutely loved all of these cards that came out for you. They all pertain to the same thing, right? Getting to know who you are, letting go of illusions that other people put on you, and speaking your truth, right? I mean, seriously, it's your life. And I want you to live a life that's filled with oodles of laughter and happiness and smiles, you know, abundance and whatever that means for you. I want you to go to work and just feel like, oh my gosh, I love my job, right? And if you don't love it, please change it to a job that you absolutely love, okay? So, yeah, this was a phenomenal reading. So thank you everyone who has stopped by my channel and watched. I hope you learned something, and I hope you start discovering who you are, okay? Love you guys. Take care, and I will see you again next time.